Is this what my life has come to now? Now being ostracized and judged for being a wrangler of all things? How the Tartarus did a wrangler get all those cages? We don't even have cages!
Hey Casey, what's up?
What? Oh, hi Rose. Just pondering on some things and the meaning of life and just thinking about such things. You know how that goes.
Oh? What about?
Oh, the usual. Why Hasbro and DHX seem to repeatedly destroy the reputation of professional work areas, from military to managers to interior designers, construction workers, and now my life's career? Oh! Whoa!
I'm not following. And I love Hasbro, especially with Starlight. She's my fave. Not to mention my top 5 hit list of waifu lovers ship hit hookups. She reminds me of myself, only I didn't try to enslave pose and travel through time to ruin futures.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Starlight too. In fact, like her, I learned a lot of friendship after hardship. Wow, that's a tongue twister. In fact, she took Fluttershy's spot in my top 6 favorite of the main 7 now. After Fluttershy's portrayal in the recent episode, Fluttershy leans in. Barrow must have really gotten the characters mixed up.
Oh no, you don't mean... Oh god, they ruined Fluttershy. They made her into a psychopath. My lover is ruined!
No, Rose, they made her bold too soon in her development. That's the problem. They've added a mean bone to that shy little body where it's not needed. So before committing yourself, let me remind you that she had a long road of development. Fluttershy had amazing character development throughout the series, from standing up to a dragon in the face of her fear, to suddenly being bold enough to even keep your cousin? He is your cousin, right? Discord and you? I don't know what you call it.
Oh no, Discor's my dad. It's a long story. I'm a Draconiquist pony with chaos magic and an obsession with cookies and milk. I swear I think my blood's made of Cocoa Krispies right now, because I eat so much.
And they say hanging out with an alicorn is strange. Okay, you're going to have to explain all of this magnificent story to me at our next coffee script reading for MLP Tron Episode 2 meetup after we get through this. So what do you say, Soul Sister? Want to get into some awkward situations?
No, I want to live. I don't want it. It's too scary. Not to mention the episode was sad and unsettling, and it made Fluttershy a psycho. No, thank you. 9. No. Zilch. No.
I'll make a dessert of your choice for a month.
Will it involve cookies?
Chocolate chip and oatmeal?
With chocolate milk with whipped cream?
I'll call Chateau Milk Company and bring this giant wagon takeover. The episode will take more than that though. Besides, they make root beer milk.
Okay, I'll do it. But I won't like it. Not one bit. Let's do it.
But can I have a spot for the charity shout out at the end of the video?
No time. It's now or never. Title card. Go!
So the episode begins with what in Equestria happened to the living room?
Yes! That rabbit's finally going to die! I have waited for this moment!
So does all the bronies of the world. But nope, there are no potatoes near for that rabbit stew.
I told you that entering the Ponyville parkour contest was a dangerous idea.
Well, he had probably been watching too many Assassin's Creed Parker out videos again.
Serves you right, Angel. That's what you get for being a duck. 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 Buck. What the hell? Why can't I swear?
Ooh, right. I should have told you. I'm actually being a guinea pig for a censoring spell that Rocky Harmony is experimenting on. So, unless if you want lye soap for supper, then you're gonna have to deal with this.
Shirt. Okay, this is gonna get really annoying. I sound like a dumb donkey. Oh.
Well, the spell does get out of range when you're in Tumblr or if you speak in German. So Fluttershy takes the watership down reject to the, okay, I thought Fluttershy was the best bet in town. Man, in my profession as a wrangler, you use only one for life and have not multiples, unless if you do have certain horse clients on. But I'm getting ahead of myself, which doesn't make any sense with all these animals in the clinic, including...
Oh dear.
I haven't seen a giraffe in a horse-related setting since Kleinschmidt's Bootshop's Mount.
I thought the vet visit part was the best part, and the only good thing in this episode is it shows that jobs get overwhelming, and if other people mention your name, you're gonna get attacked with attention and heartaches by being overpraised and overworked. I should know. I've learned the experience. I still do. When I do voice acting and in my job. It's a nightmare, but I get paid, so it's worth it. Ha! See what I did there? I made a pun. Because it's punny, if you know what I mean. Okay, I'm shutting up now.
I also dealt with that as well, along with other things related to the next problem, which I'll save that up for later.
Anyway, so yeah, once Fluttershy realizes that it was her fault, Dr. Funana is overpriced, and she wants to help her with the animals to fix her mistake. So she tells her friends her plan and her lifelong dream, which is to make an animal sanctuary. Really? This is her dream? I thought she was gonna be a vet.
I think the writers watched the anniversary video Dr. Wolf posted a couple years ago about Lady Wolf's dream since she was a spitting likeness of Fluttershy.
Yeah, I don't think so, Casey. But great guess. I think this writer just got too lazy and had no passion and was just winged it. Literally. I did it again.
Well, she wasn't lazy writing these.
I mean, at least make Fluttershy a more passionate character than that. Not to mention when Fluttershy does get help from professionals, she gives them no blueprints, no instructions, not even a drawing, just weird phrases and that's it. That's all there is. I'm surprised they even helped her instead of calling her a mental hospital. Too harsh. Yeah, I deserve that.
Hey, no problem. The mental ward was a little preoccupied at the moment. I'm surprised you haven't asked me right away about my job ever since Wrangler was mentioned by AJ.
Oh, was I supposed to? Well, I guess I was a little curious about it. What do you do exactly? What is Wrangler?
Okay, let's talk about wrangling, shall we? A wrangler, by definition, is a freelance traveling ranch hand associated by contractors, freelancers, and contacts, along with other associations. Like Wrangler here, she travels all over the country and the area, even taking parts in looking after livestock and other ranches, mostly cattle and horses if you go on the EQ side, while the contractor or the rancher is in need of assistance or a helping hand. Most of the time, really, they just wanted extra hands since they, along with their other hands, have to deliver livestock over to a rodeo, a sale, or just go over to a ranch rodeo, heck, even a vacation if needed. They are the gypsies of the cowboy world, and it is a hard life as well, despite what you have seen in the movie how they romanticized everything, for they travel all over the country each season to find another source of income from other ranches. Wranglers don't carry bear traps like Wrangler here does. Why do you even carry bear traps in the first place? In fact, the more I look at this, the more I've seen through the episode that she did make a lot of amateur mistakes that freelance wranglers would make. I was even guilty on one of those, but still, unlike Wrangler here, I went back and reassociated with my mistake and admitted it, and at least got my source of income from that one. And did I forget to mention again, why carry bear traps? We carry ropes and gears and saddles, not freaking bear traps! I know the MLP writing staff wanted to expose more by adding fun Wrangler terms like adding jingling to Maud and Starlight, but this episode, I don't think it was a strong way of introducing a lifestyle that is little well known outside of the Western world. Now I have a better understanding what the military bronies feel. Is this a good way to make fun of the Wranglers for those who had experience to at least get a chuckle, a laugh, or two like I have? Yes. Is this a good way to expose a life and culture to the outside world, especially to children and their parents? No!
Sing in the sunshine. And this is the opposite of a nice hug.
It's unacceptable, and I hope the writing staff do a better job at that next time. What do you think, Rose?
Aeon is pretty. Yeah, I'm sexy.
Seriously? Aeon?
Oh, you want my cookies? You can have them.
And I thought the Maxwell Wolf fans were off-balanced. Rose? Rose!
I'm not guilty! Hi. I don't know what you heard, but when I get bored or when somebody gives a lesson, I fall asleep. It's a Pegasus thing, I think.
Hey, I'm a Pegasus too, and I only sleep after a hard day's work, and that was a rank speech. Was it really that boring?
My body don't lie. And you're right. I guess it's not for every Pegasus. Awkward. I couldn't help it. I work hard too. But it's what my body does. It's a weakness. And a gift.
But come to think of it, Wrangler wasn't the only one guilty of going behind Fluttershy's orders. The other two decided to go their own routes even when their boss said nada. Which I know leads up to Fluttershy to stand up for her vision and dream, but let's face it, what vision? The directions were just as confusing as a Gardens of the Moon novel, and the way they left without a moment of realization or compromise, and the ever-popular formula of MLP, redemption. Then again, after looking at this again, this demonstrates that sometimes workers don't just come back wanting another chance, unlike when Rarity gave Sassy Saddles another chance in Canterlot Boutique. Come to think of it, that may be the most realistic.
Because Fluttershy was Willington fix her mistake by taking that step and move forward, and to make something that she has never done before, and to make a change to better the lifestyle of the animals. Huh. Okay, now that I've said this, it doesn't really make this episode sound so bad. It has a good moral and message, and to stand up for your dreams and to take charge and don't let others lure you down and try to homage what you love. But what do you want to accomplish in life? However, how they portrayed Fluttershy was kinda off for me. They make her go up and down in kindness to complete, out of nowhere, mean. I mean, I get that she wanted to get things her way, but she was too harsh and too powering. They made her become bipolar in some way, and by giving her kindness, then to have breakdowns in anger and quickly get pissed off responses. To the workers, and to her friends, and even to Velvet Fauna herself. Which really just made Fluttershy dislikable and unappealing in 20 minutes. This episode hurts my heart. And Fluttershy. They killed Fluttershy.
And here I thought Fluttershy's personality is off-balanced. Okay, maybe Fluttershy's personality was as bipolar as Spring of 17's weather in this episode. It brings good intentions to benefit others and the landscape around, but in the wrong timing for others. Heck, it wouldn't be the first time that this bipolar weather interrupted with everything, and the one that killed the convention.
No time for class. Let's get this done. My temper is gonna explode. Did I snap at you?
Yeah, you did. But Rose, hear me out. It's okay to be mad.
Wait, what? How?
I'm saying it's okay to be mad at an episode. Trust me, I went through the same thing what you are doing right now. Like this episode, I hated Newbie Dash when it was released and how it misrepresented a character in my opinion.
What? I love that episode. So when Rainbow Dash became a Wonderbolt and learned how to work with other ponies and to learn humility and that nicknames are awesome and to give her team a sense of acceptance and laughter. How could you hate it?
I hated the episode originally because I feared it not only misrepresented Rainbow Dash as a character after 5 seasons of character development, but trashed the only representation of the military. But the more I listened and rewatched the episode and hear what others had to say and think about it, especially those from the military who actually went through base camp, the more I began to understand that they were okay with it. Now, hear my viewpoint as a professional wrangler in this episode. Can you hear me out like a good filly and let me on the soapbox for a minute or two, please?
Fine. I'll compromise and agree if you promise not to go gone 30-minute speech. No offense, girl. I love you, but my attention span can only go so far because when I get bored, I snooze.
Okay, fine, deal. I was surprised how the show presented one of 3 professionals that are not well known outside of the Western world. Did I like how it was introduced? Well, no. But in honesty, the way Wrangler handled the animals without following directions reminds me of myself when I started as a freelance wrangler. I went behind my contractor's back and went what I thought was best. These ponies demonstrate that sometimes your way is not always the best way when it comes to being hired to do something. In fact, recently, after accepting a job and then reading the terms later, I had to graciously call my contractor and decline the job due to issues that were going on with the terms because of my family and recently taking care of my sick horse. I think this episode could have been better if they shown that there's a better way of leaving a job graciously. Other than that, the episode showed that Fluttershy did admit that she did had a dream that we may have not canoned or anything or known about it. She called her own sources later on, gathered the help that she knew based on their abilities, and with that mixture of it ain't easy being breezies, dragon shy, and putting your hoof down, it was average. Forgettable, but average. As for your viewpoint, you just gotta open your eyes to see an episode in a different way, just like I did. My papa once told me, Celestia rest his soul, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
Okay. I get it. I get where you're coming from this. And you're right. You'll never be able to be happy and go for your dreams if you don't stand up for yourself. That's exactly what Fluttershy did. She took that initiative to step up and follow her dream and to let anyone or otherwise to try to change it. So overall, this episode wasn't the greatest, but Beanstalk, it wasn't the worst. Overall, I gave it 2 stars. I'm FlutterRose, not of chaos fun is what I do. This has been the reviewing of Fluttershy Leans On.
And I'm the Dark Horse of KC. Have a good, creative, and blessed day.
Ciao for now. Oh, and speaking of chow, let's eat. I'm starving.
You'll love my cookies, Rose. They were my cowcold grandma's recipe.
I can't wait. I hope they're as good as you say they are.
Wait till you try the root beer milk.